Hello crew, it's Stacy here. Lately in some of our chats, we've heard that a lot of you are taking advantage of the nice sunshine and going for walks and finding some great little hidden paths in your neighborhood, which I love to hear. I've been doing that a lot myself lately too. And my daughter has been pretty fond of picking up pretty rocks or pine cones and all the nature things she finds. And now I have bowls and bags full of rocks and sticks in my house, and I wondered what we could do with them. So I'm going to throw out a little bit of a challenge to you to see what kind of art you can create with the nature items you find when you walk. So this is what I've found, things I've discovered on Pinterest to do. I'll walk you through a few of the projects I've been doing. And I've done most of the work, but I'm going to show the last few steps to you so you get an idea of what I was talking about. So we found some pine cones. I have really small pine cones in my neighborhood. This would be really cool to do with large pine cones, but I just got the baby ones, and I cut them in half just to try and get them nice and flat. So what I'm trying to do is make this lovely container that looks like a little container of succulents. And it's pretty easy to do. You guys know me. At first I tried to spray paint them because I wanted it to be over fast. Turns out I just got spray paint everywhere and blew all the pine cones around the yard. So all you need is some paint and a little brush. You just kind of dab it in all the spots. And they turn out pretty nice. They look like pretty little flowers. So you just do a little coat with a color, any color you like. Get in there so all the spots you see. And what you would normally do, I can't do it because the paint is wet. You just take, as you can see, I put the middle in some of these. So you just dip the paintbrush in another color and put the, I don't even know what the middle part is called. But you can do that. I actually prefer, now that I've done it, I actually prefer them just plain. But you can do whatever you'd like. Found this lovely little container, filled it with rocks. And I have a spot for one more of my succulent pine cones. So just a little bit of hot glue, as usual. I burned myself 100 times this week. And dab it in. Right? Turned out pretty cute. I think that's fairly pretty. Pick the colors you like the best. I know Jeremy at Henderson loves succulents, so maybe I'll give this to him because I think he would enjoy it. So that's what we learned how to do with pine cones. It's pretty, it's colorful. Nice little centerpiece. Also, the dreaded rocks that end up in my washing machine. I finally found a use for them. I have plenty of rocks in my house, so I did steal these from my daughter's rock collection. Hopefully she doesn't find out. And I just painted them. Whatever colors you think are pretty. And sometimes, like when we used to paint on the rocks to be hidden around the city, there's just a shape that speaks to you. So once you find some rocks that have the right shape, you can make whatever you'd like. I thought that these rocks were the perfect shape for leaves. And I happened to find a stick to go with it. So I just painted the stick so it was nice and green. Because it's hard to find green stuff right now. Everything's still kind of brown. Right? Glued the stick on. Yeah, I love some of these. These look like perfect leaves. So I just coated them in green. And glued them on. And I have a lovely little piece of artwork. I think it's pretty anyway. And it's a good use of all these random nature objects my daughter brings into my house. Again, do what you love and what makes you happy, and we like crafting here. So I thought that was a cool way to use some rocks, just a little bit of paint and a glue gun. You can put it on cardboard. Something a little bit thicker paper just isn't gonna work. Later on, I think I'm gonna turn this guy into a bumblebee. I painted him yellow already because it just looked like the shape of a bumblebee. So hopefully I'll add him to my picture when I'm done. And then once I do that, I'll show you guys for sure. Another thing with rocks, don't know if you guys knew this, but rocks are easily colored on with Sharpies. So I grabbed our handy dandy Sharpie collection and just did whatever designs spoke to me. These are all round rocks. I thought they would make a very good caterpillar. Again, you guys know I'm not an artist, but I do like trying new things and having fun. So I just wrote on the rocks with Sharpie. Any pattern, the funner the better, I think. Did a little happy face, did some antenna just now. I'll put some, I don't know how many legs caterpillars have. It's not a centipede. Centipedes have 100. I think caterpillars don't have that many. And there you go. A little centipede. I think it's cute. Or caterpillar, sorry, not centipede. And again, whatever else you can find some leaves and paint them blue. They could be clouds. Whatever is gonna make you happy and keep your fingers busy and your mind busy. And this last one I wanted to do for a long time. So I'm glad I finally found some rocks that I thought looked like birds, in the shape of a bird. So all I did was glue a little stick on here, found the 2 rocks I thought looked like birds. Easy peasy, all you need is a marker. Draw a little beak on the birds. And some little feet. You can get as carried away as you like. You can put eyes on them, wings, all that sort of stuff, but I actually really like them kind of plain. And you have little rock art. So again, make it decorative. Paint the rest of the tree, make some clouds, draw a ladybug on there, whatever looks pretty to you. But so I just thought I'd throw out the challenge there. So if you are bored and you have lots of things you've been collecting on your walks, to show us what you've made, because we would be glad to see it. Okay? Have a good day, guys. Bye.